All right, let's have a fair and balanced debate about all of this. Joining us right now, both from Los Angeles. We've got on the left side of your picture, liberal radio talk show host Leslie Marshall. Hi, Leslie. Good morning to you. And
good morning.
On the right, conservative radio talk show host Michael Reagan. Good morning to both of you. Michael.
Good morning.
All right. So there's this organization, Michael, let's start with you. It's a Catholic organization. They say, you know what? Let's just stop calling Notre Dame a Catholic university, because clearly it is not. It does not stand for the same things that the Catholic Church stands for.
Well, at this point, it really doesn't stand for the same things the Catholic Church stands for. Notre Dame goes out and invites somebody who's absolutely pro-choice, who everything he's done since he became president of the United States has been anti-Catholic, anti-Christian, and so they're appalled by this. Of course, they're going to take a stand against Notre Dame University for inviting the president of the United States to speak. I'm surprised the president of the United States would, in fact, even come to Notre Dame to speak after all the things he has done, the people he's appointed to office, who are in fact all basically anti-Catholic, anti-life.
Leslie, you know, Michael makes a point. The president is for embryonic stem cell research. He is pro-abortion, and yet the students he is going to he will address at commencement, you know, presumably a lot of them are Catholic, come from Catholic families, and he's got a different kind of message. I doubt that he's going to talk about that at the commencement, though.
Well, this just blows my mind that they're even concentrating on this. I mean, you have hundreds of people that have died and even hundreds more injured in Italy, where the Pope is concentrating as the head of the Catholic Church. We just heard about a hostage situation. Really, let's look at our priorities, or lack of priorities, with this Catholic organization. I mean, to diss Notre Dame for inviting the President of the United States, regardless of his philosophy. I would dare say many of the Notre Dame students that are Catholic are also pro-choice, probably practice having sex before marriage, which is also against the Catholic Church. So I'm not saying the Catholic Church doesn't have the right to have the rules and the regulations, but if we want to be religious here, the Bible does say give to Caesar what is Caesar's, and we are supposed to respect and pray for our commander-in-chief. So I think the Catholic Church is off the mark on this.
Well, we're not saying, listen, I hope we're praying for the commander-in-chief after the last week that he's had, but the reality of it is that Notre Dame invites this man who, in fact, just appointed Harry No to his advisory council on faith-based initiatives. This is a man who's dissed St. Paul, a man who's dissed Pope Benedict XVI, saying he's a discredited leader, invites him to address the students at Notre Dame University. I think that is appalling. Of course people are going to react to it, unless all of a sudden you bring up Italy, you bring up hostage situations. But the reality of it is, we're talking about Notre Dame University, Catholic University, #1 Catholic university on the planet, as far as anybody's concerned, inviting this man to address their students, who in fact disagrees with everything the Catholic Church stands for.
Yeah, Leslie, you know,
but we have to
Leslie, hold on just a second. I'm a Catholic, and this has been the #1 issue since it happened about 10 days, 2 weeks ago in my church. There are some parents who have spent a lot of money to send their children to Notre Dame because they believe that, you know, a lot of people think, oh, Notre Dame, it's Catholic University. It stands for everything the Catholic Church does. That simply is not how things work at Notre Dame in South Bend, Indiana.
Well, you know, we have to look at, once again, does the church care more about the speaker, and do they really believe that the president at this age of students, I mean, most of them over 18 who are adults by legal standards, that the president is actually going to influence their decision and their own opinions? I mean, for example, Michael, I don't think you're Catholic. I think you're Protestant. Protestants technically protested the Catholic faith. You said that you were Catholic, and by the way, I'm a recovering person from all religion at this point, okay? Catholic, Judaism, Christianity. But the bottom line is, you know, this is the President of the United States. This is an opportunity for these young adults to listen to someone that they may not agree with. How many of us sitting in church, sitting in a synagogue or a mosque, don't agree with everything the leader says? I don't think any of us agree with necessarily our religion or the religious leaders and what they say 100% of the time.
All right. Leslie, first of all, I was raised Catholic. My mother was buried as a Benedictine nun to the Third Order. So I'm very aware of the Catholic faith and Catholic religion, having been raised in it. But, you know, the President of the United States has spent the last week trying to be friends to the world because he thinks everybody's got to like him,
Right.
has been so divisive in this situation. Why indeed, when he wants to be a friend of the world, would he in fact be this divisive with the Catholic Church and the Christian community, by the way, by dissing all these people and then going to Notre Dame? I think one of the reasons he's going is to laugh at religion, laugh at the Catholic Church and saying, see, I can say and do
God,
whatever I
no.
want against you,
Guys,
and you'll still invite me to speak.
We're going to have to end it right there.